We begin in British Columbia, where the provincial government is challenging Alberta's ban on BC wines under free trade rules. In early February, Alberta Premier Rachel Notley announced Alberta would immediately boycott all wines from BC. It was in response to a BC proposal for an environmental review that would stall the Kinder Morgan Trans Mountain pipeline expansion. The CBC's Briar Stewart joins us from Vancouver with the details. Briar, what is the BC's latest move in this dispute?
Well, this is really just the latest step in a dispute that's escalating and likely will continue to escalate for the time being until it's resolved. Now, what BC's Minister of Trade and Jobs announced today is that they're going to be pursuing this as a dispute through the Canadian Free Trade Agreement. Now, that's an agreement that just came into effect in July 2017, and basically they're disputing the fact that Alberta has imposed this boycott on BC wine. In 2017, there were more than $17 million bottles of BC wine that was imported into Alberta. Right now, the provincial government of that province has basically slammed the doors on that wine in retaliation for a BC proposal that would essentially further delay the Kinder Morgan Trans Mountain pipeline. At a press conference a short while ago, the minister was asked why they're going this route and pursuing this trade dispute process. Here's some of what he had to say.
I think it's important that when an agreement like this that was signed by the previous government, which they have, and they've stressed the value and the importance of internal free trade within the Canadian Federation, when there's a violation, a very obvious violation, discrimination against BC wine, I think it's important that we begin the process of discussion with the government of Alberta on this very issue.
And so now, Briar, what is Alberta saying in response to this?
Well, we haven't heard anything from Premier Notley yet today. It is Family Day in that province, so it is very likely that she's kind of taking the day off on this one. But we have heard plenty from her, and we'll likely hear more this week. On Friday, she said that if there wasn't progress in discussions between Alberta officials and federal officials, that the province would be taking another step in retaliation. Just what that means is still a little unclear, but we'll very likely hear more from Premier Notley as the week gets underway.
All right, thanks for this, Briar. That is the CBC's Briar Stewart in Vancouver.